Starting a beehive involves more than just connecting with nature. It requires understanding the financial considerations involved. Beekeeping is rewarding, but it comes with initial setup costs for equipment and supplies. A basic beehive can cost between $100 to $300 depending on quality and features. Protective gear such as suits and gloves adds another $50 to $200. Bees are essential, yet suppliers often sell out by early March, highlighting the importance of timely planning for new beekeepers. Beyond just acquiring bees, ongoing expenses include feeding them during winter months when natural food sources are scarce. This can cost around $30–60 per hive annually. Additionally, regular maintenance and inspection of hives to check for diseases or pests is crucial. These inspections might require specialized tools costing about $50 to $100 each year. Understanding these costs helps ensure your venture thrives without unexpected financial burdens. Whether you're nurturing one hive or managing several, beekeeping is a unique way to connect with nature while reaping sweet rewards. It's important to note that the initial investment for equipment and supplies can vary widely based on quality and features. For instance, high-quality Langstroth hives designed for commercial use might cost more than basic models intended for hobbyists. Moreover, beekeepers must plan ahead since suppliers often sell out by early March, making it crucial to secure bees in advance. Regular maintenance is also key. Inspecting hives regularly helps prevent issues like diseases or pests that could harm your colony. These inspections require specialized tools and equipment, adding to the ongoing costs of beekeeping. By understanding these expenses up front, you can better plan for a successful and sustainable beekeeping venture. Beyond the initial setup, ongoing expenses like honey extraction equipment and feeding bees during lean times can accumulate. Feeding sugar syrup to colonies in winter or spring when natural nectar is scarce adds to costs. These materials' prices vary based on availability and quantity needed. Educational resources and compliance with local regulations are also crucial. Courses offered by associations or agricultural extensions cost between $50 and $200, providing essential knowledge about best practices and legal requirements. Adhering to these laws is vital to avoid fines and maintain a healthy colony environment. Understanding these costs helps new beekeepers prepare financially for their venture, preventing unexpected expenses from derailing their efforts. Proper planning can mean the difference between a successful start and an early setback in your beekeeping journey. Scaling up involves more hives, which impacts costs but not necessarily time investment once established. More bees require additional equipment, supplies, and potential higher honey yields, along with greater expenses. Understanding the cost of starting a beehive involves recognizing that purchasing bees, either in packages or nucleus colonies, NUCs, is essential. Packages contain around 10,000–20,000 bees and a queen, while NUCs include frames with brood, pollen, honey, and a mated queen. Both options are foundational for beginning beekeeping. The growing concern over declining bee populations has increased the popularity of beekeeping as both a hobby and profession. This surge in interest means that resources supporting new beekeepers have become more abundant, such as educational memberships like Raising Resilient Bees, which offer valuable insights at affordable prices. Interestingly, the cost of acquiring bees does not significantly vary across different regions within the United States. Whether you're setting up a hive in New York or California, packages and NUCs will generally fall within a similar price range, making it easier for new beekeepers to budget without worrying about regional discrepancies. Starting a hive can be costly but also rewarding. The initial investment includes not only purchasing bees but also essential equipment like hives, protective gear, and tools necessary for maintaining your colony. However, with proper care and management, the long-term benefits of honey production and pollination services can far outweigh these upfront costs. It's crucial to invest time into learning about beekeeping practices and community resources available to support your venture as you embark on this journey. Choosing the right type of hive is crucial for cost efficiency in beekeeping. Langstroth hives, with their modular design and standardized frames, simplify daily operations and reduce stress on bees during inspections. This adaptability makes them ideal for both beginners and experienced beekeepers. The initial investment required for setting up a beekeeping operation can be significant, including costs for hives, protective gear, smokers, and extractors. However, these expenses are often offset by long-term benefits such as sustainable honey production and reduced operational costs over time due to fewer repairs or replacements needed. Swarming is another key factor in cost efficiency. While it temporarily reduces honey production and requires labor-intensive management, it also offers opportunities for colony expansion without high costs associated with purchasing new bees or equipment. Understanding and managing swarming effectively helps maintain healthy colonies economically. Ongoing expenses such as feeding colonies during winter months, treating for pests like varroa mites, and replacing damaged frames are significant but manageable through careful planning and budgeting. For example, ordering bees by mail allows beekeepers to start with healthy stock without extensive local sourcing efforts. These practices ensure financial stability while supporting a sustainable and thriving beekeeping community. The economic considerations associated with swarming processes also play a crucial role in cost efficiency. Swarming is a natural behavior where bees leave the hive to establish new colonies, leading to temporary loss of honey production and labor-intensive management efforts. However, it presents an opportunity for expansion without high costs related to purchasing additional bees or equipment. Understanding these cost factors not only helps in making informed financial decisions but also impacts the broader sustainability of beekeeping projects. By choosing efficient methods and managing resources wisely, beekeepers can ensure their operations remain economically viable while contributing positively to environmental health through pollination services. Understanding the costs associated with beekeeping is essential for anyone interested in this hobby. Comprehensive resources break down all important methods and procedures related to calculating these expenses, covering both direct and indirect factors such as equipment, supplies, labor, and time investment. These books also detail every step involved, equipping readers with practical knowledge that can significantly impact their financial planning. Another key aspect is identifying essential elements like hive materials, protective gear, and transportation costs. Each component plays a critical role in determining the total expense, making it important to understand how they interconnect. For example, choosing high-quality hives might reduce future maintenance but increase initial investment. Learning about beekeeping involves more than just cost calculations. Books often include educational materials, practical advice from experienced beekeepers, and case studies illustrating real-world scenarios. These insights provide a broader context for managing bees effectively while controlling costs. Understanding these costs is vital because it directly affects budgeting and financial planning in both personal and commercial settings. Accurate cost assessments are crucial for sustainability and profitability, helping prevent unexpected expenses and ensuring efficient resource allocation. Starting beekeeping might seem like an easy hobby to dive into, but the initial investment can be overlooked. Understanding these costs before beginning your journey with bees is crucial. The initial cost to start beekeeping typically ranges from about $400 to $650, covering essential equipment like hives and protective gear. Hives are crucial structures where bees live, available in types such as Langstroth or top bar designs. Protective gear includes a veil, gloves, and jacket to keep you safe during handling. Beyond just buying equipment, timing is critical for successful beekeeping. Starting your hive in early spring gives the colony enough time to build up before winter. Additionally, ensure your environment supports bee health by avoiding pesticides and providing ample nectar and pollen sources. Understanding these costs and requirements helps new beekeepers plan effectively, preparing them for both financial and logistical challenges. Knowing startup costs and necessary conditions empowers potential beekeepers to budget properly and set realistic expectations. This knowledge highlights the importance of thorough preparation before starting this rewarding but demanding endeavor. Each step in your beekeeping journey builds upon initial investment and gained knowledge, whether it's learning hive management techniques or exploring sustainable practices. Beekeepers face various challenges that can impact their success, such as managing pests like varroa mites. These parasites feed on bee blood, weakening colonies over time and reducing honey production while spreading diseases among bees. Effective strategies include regular monitoring and treatment with approved chemicals or biological controls to manage populations. The economic impact of bee swarming is a significant risk for beekeepers. When a colony splits, it can lead to resource loss and reduced productivity. To manage this natural phenomenon effectively, beekeepers need to ensure they have enough space for new colonies and know how to handle them once they've split off from the original hive. This involves understanding the costs associated with housing and feeding these new swarms, which can be substantial. Weather conditions pose another set of risks that affect bee health and honey production. Extreme temperatures, heavy rains, or prolonged droughts can devastate early-season blooms that bees rely on for nectar. Beekeepers must provide adequate shelter and nutrition to help their colonies survive adverse weather events. For example, cold snaps during spring can severely impact the availability of early blooms. Beyond just equipment costs, beekeeping involves ongoing expenses such as feeding bees during lean times or purchasing medications to treat diseases. These costs can add up quickly, making it essential for new beekeepers to budget carefully and plan ahead. Understanding these economic considerations is crucial for managing a successful hive. When considering the cost of obtaining a queen bee, several factors come into play. The price isn't just about buying the queen. It also includes labor and time involved in capturing and relocating the entire swarm. Professional beekeepers might charge extra for handling and transportation fees, especially if they have to travel long distances. Larger operations often negotiate better prices due to bulk purchasing power and economies of scale, but smaller-scale beekeeping can offer unique advantages like personalized service. These challenges highlight why preparation and knowledge are so important in beekeeping. By understanding potential risks and having strategies in place to mitigate them, beekeepers can enjoy more successful experiences with their hives. The cost of a queen bee can be significant, sometimes even matching the price of an entire swarm. This high cost reflects the specialized knowledge and resources required to breed quality queens, making them valuable assets in beekeeping. Understanding these expenses helps you make informed decisions when budgeting for your apiary. For instance, knowing that queen bees are pricey might affect how you plan your initial investment and sourcing strategies. Considering the broader implications of beekeeping costs is crucial for maintaining healthy colonies. Whether managing a few hives or a larger operation, understanding pricing factors ensures better financial planning and sustainability. Beyond just acquiring bees and queens, it's important to explore ongoing maintenance and potential seasonal fluctuations that can impact your budget over time. A common mistake in beekeeping is underestimating the role of bees in focusing solely on costs. Many guides overlook the broader benefits of maintaining healthy colonies. Recognizing the value bees bring to both the environment and agriculture is just as important as understanding their cost. Many resources overlook the intricate balance within a hive when discussing queen excluders. These devices prevent the queen from entering honey supers, ensuring only worker bees can access these areas for honey production. However, this setup requires careful management to ensure the colony has enough food and space without compromising its health or productivity. Understanding how the queen excluder works is essential for beekeepers who want to maximize their harvest while maintaining a healthy hive. Another aspect often overlooked in discussions about bees is the emotional connection people develop with them over time. As individuals grow older, they reflect on past experiences and realize the significance of traditional practices that were once taken for granted. For example, someone might look back at age 50 and appreciate the wisdom behind old beekeeping methods more than ever before. This realization can inspire a return to these tried and true approaches, emphasizing the importance of preserving knowledge passed down through generations. The cost associated with acquiring bees is another area where misunderstandings frequently arise. While it's important to consider expenses such as purchasing new colonies or equipment, it's equally vital to weigh these against the long-term benefits and potential income from honey production. Beekeepers often underestimate the initial investment required but fail to see the eventual returns in terms of both financial gain and environmental contribution. In practical terms, focusing solely on cost can lead to suboptimal hive management practices. For instance, neglecting to invest in proper equipment or failing to understand the nuances of bee behavior can result in lower honey yields and increased colony stress. This not only affects the profitability of a beekeeping operation but also impacts the health and sustainability of local ecosystems. By shifting focus from just cost to comprehensive benefits, beekeepers can make more informed decisions that support both their livelihoods and environmental stewardship. Recognizing the multifaceted role bees play in pollination and honey production helps ensure sustainable practices that benefit everyone involved: beekeepers, consumers, and the environment alike. Beekeepers frequently seek guidance from blogs and YouTube channels for managing hives and handling swarms. These resources are invaluable, but they also present challenges. Understanding the true cost of a bee swarm is crucial when budgeting for your apiary. Blogs like Hive Tales explain that while swarms can sometimes be free, hidden expenses such as transportation and installation can quickly add up. This information helps new beekeepers prepare for unexpected financial burdens. Another critical aspect covered by these channels is purchasing high-quality swarms at a reasonable price. Apicultura La Terza's blog emphasizes the importance of buying from reputable sellers to ensure healthy bees, which are essential for successful honey production. Proper research before making purchases can prevent costly mistakes and health issues in your hives. Starting beekeeping can be expensive, with initial setup costs around $500 for the first hive and approximately $300 for each additional one, according to an article in Countryside Network. These figures highlight the significant financial commitment required to begin a hobby or business in beekeeping. Understanding these upfront costs is vital. These resources provide practical advice that helps new beekeepers navigate the complexities of managing their hives and avoid common pitfalls. Learning from experienced beekeepers through blogs and videos can lead to more informed decisions about your apiary, especially during challenging times when honey production might be lower than expected. In conclusion, while blogs and YouTube channels offer a wealth of information for aspiring beekeepers, it's important to approach them with a critical eye. Understanding the costs involved in acquiring bees and maintaining hives can prevent financial strain down the line. As you delve deeper into beekeeping, evaluate each piece of advice based on your specific circumstances and goals. The cost of purchasing a swarm with a queen varies widely based on location and season. Beekeepers often charge more during spring when interest in starting new hives is high, reflecting the quality of the queen bee, which impacts colony health and productivity. Beyond initial costs, ongoing expenses such as equipment maintenance, honey production supplies, and seasonal management tasks must be considered. These costs can vary due to local market conditions and specific apiary needs, like harsher climates requiring more protective gear or specialized hives for bee survival. Understanding these shipping and upfront investment costs is crucial for those starting a small-scale operation. While the initial expenses are significant, long-term benefits from honey production and pollination services often outweigh them. Investing wisely in quality bees and proper care can yield substantial returns over time. Shipping costs are just one part of the financial puzzle for beekeeping enthusiasts. Prices can vary, so it's important to budget carefully and look out for discounts on bulk purchases or during off-peak seasons. For instance, some suppliers offer significant savings when you buy in large quantities or purchase at specific times of the year. Additionally, harsh weather conditions might lead to losses in honey production, underscoring the need for thorough planning before starting a hive. Establishing a healthy colony requires an initial investment of around $500 for the first hive and approximately $300 for each additional one. This cost includes essential equipment like hives and protective gear, which are crucial for maintaining healthy bee colonies. Beyond just acquiring these materials, ongoing expenses such as queen bees can range from $20 to over $100 based on quality and availability. Beekeepers must also manage colony health, deal with pests, and navigate local regulations. Practical advice is available in books like The Beekeeper's Problem Solver, which offer solutions for common issues faced by beekeepers. Membership programs provide ongoing support and resources to help new enthusiasts make informed decisions about their hives. As interest grows due to declining bee populations, It becomes increasingly important for new beekeepers to understand the financial aspects of this endeavor. By investing time in preparation and learning, they can ensure the sustainability of their hives while enjoying a fulfilling hobby or business.